WDW Magic Forums has just recently reported on Disney's plans. And while the report focuses on the reopening of Disney parks, it also offers details on a struggle for power over at Lucasfilm. According to the site, the studio has been divided, supporting Lucasfilm's president, Kathleen Kennedy, and Star Wars, The Mandalorian showrunner, Jon Favreau. The site points out that Kennedy's failed projects like Star Wars Resistance, Star Wars Forces of Destiny, and the divisive Star Wars sequel trilogy. While these products have seemingly struggled, Favreau managed to win the Star Wars fan base over with The Mandalorian. The report seems to suggest that Disney been taking a more active approach in Star Wars. Iger has apparently been handing Favreau notes for The Mandalorian, and Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi has been hired to direct a new Star Wars film, a project which the site says Kennedy has no creative control over. And of course, with any rumor, we advise fans that to take this report with a grain of salt. It seems easy for disgruntled Star Wars fans to want a narrative where Kennedy is being taken down by a successful Star Wars hire like Favreau. Honestly, we just want to see Star Wars succeed once again. So, a fight in Lucasfilm between Kennedy and her people and Favreau and his people. Is this true? I couldn't tell you. Again, it's been reported, but I don't know how truthful this can be. Now, could I see this happening? But of course, and who would Star Wars fan base would pick their side? Oh, I love everything about Star Wars, so I'm going to side with Kathleen Kennedy. Or, there ain't no way I like anything about this woman, so I'm siding with Jon Favreau. And of course, I would side with Jon Favreau. I do not like what Kennedy has done. And first of all, before you jump down my throat about the sequel trilogy, me disliking it, let me tell you this. It's not that. It's I don't like what she's done to George Lucas. Okay, George Lucas, in case you've been living under a rock, he had her as an understudy, just like he did with Dave Filoni. He figured that if he sold the business to Disney, that she would do the right thing by him, and she would be supporting him and say, hey, this is the direction George would like to take. So I'm hoping that we can stay along this route even if we change things. But she didn't do that. She just totally kissed butt and said, okay, great, just to make the money, and didn't really care. And that was a huge mistake. And when you think you know what you're doing and you really don't know what you're doing because you're not paying attention to your customer. And again, without the customers, you're a failure. You need the customers there. You got to keep your customers happy. It's like if I own a hamburger joint and someone doesn't like my product, why would I continuously make that product? I would get rid of that product and keep my original. Favreau has created the magic. He's kept the lore, and that's what Kennedy doesn't want. Kennedy wants the lore dead. She wants to move forward. She wants to present her new Star Wars, kind of like she had a say with Galaxy's Edge. And when people questioned about that, what happened to the prequel trilogy? What happened to the original trilogy? Why didn't we get it all? Well, Kennedy doesn't care because she wants to move forward. And this is why we didn't get the Galaxy's Edge or the Star Wars world land that I was truly hoping that we could get, which would include not just the sequel trilogy, but everything. Star Wars altogether. I would have loved to have different places to go, like Kashyyyk or Bespin, and just to relive the movies. Imagine walking to Bespin, and there it is, the carbon freezing chamber where Han Solo got frozen. And he told Leia told him, I love you, and he says, I know. Or how about Luke versus Vader? How exciting would it be to see and be a part of that in some way, shape, or form? The Battle of Hoth. Go on and on and on. Endor, Kashyyyk, Mustafar, the Death Star. Everything could have been included, which would have blown us all away. It would have been the most successful park in the world. But for some reason, with Kennedy at the helm, She just doesn't want to accept the lore. EU has become legends, and the rest of it's killed the past. We got so much more to look forward to. We got so many more Star Wars stories. Then when we ask, well, what's the next trilogy, they don't have an answer. How could you have so many Star Wars stories, yet you can't give us an answer to the next trilogy? Mind-blowing. Anyway, you let me know what you think about this. Again, I can't prove it's a fact. I can only say it's a rumor. Tell me in the comment section below. We can discuss this. And if you missed how a fan created what was called Lucas World, I will put that video in the comment section below. You should really check it out if you never saw it, because it was fantastic. Really, really was what could have been, what should have been, what we wanted. But it is what it is, and we have to accept it or not accept it at all. That's up to us, I guess. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will see you next time on Everything Star Wars. Thanks for stopping by. Become a part of this Everything Star Wars family. Let's hang out and have fun together. Be well. Let me know what you think. We could talk about it. Kennedy? Favreau? Whose side are you on? Why? And is this rumor true or not? Well, who's to say? Take care.